So, too much of judgments, too much of something which is not possible. What do you want? You want a committee of creditors to be more responsible and more accountable, like insolvency professional. But who is the regulator for them? What is the procedure of disciplinary mechanism against them? How do you deal with that issue? That is not discussed. Whether this code of ethics, a violation of this code, is legally enforceable. And let us take one by one. A. Maintain integrity in performing its roles and functions under the code. What do you mean by that? You can give some example. You mean to say presently they are not having integrity? Must not misrepresent any facts or situations and should refrain from being involved in any action that is detrimental to the objectives of the code. Now, you need, like Indian Penal Code, some explanation is required. Here, most problems that are being faced is through committee of creditors. This is a time-bound resolution. This is a time-bound resolution. I will give you an example where a matter could be solved within 3 months. There is a resolution plan, either in the 230 stage, liquidation. Either you accept or reject, there is only one fellow. Instead of that, the bank itself filed a case, it's already 500 days is gone, for no fault. So therefore, how can you make the bankers responsible? Bankers don't work as an individual, they work like a team. The top man will decide. It's like that bank sits and then whom will you make responsible? Integrity means what? There is already vigilance is there for them. So this is simple English. Objectivity in exercising the decision of subject matter bestowed to the committee under the code. What is this exactly? Conflict of interest, not acquire directly, not adopt any illegal improper means to achieve the objective, cooperate with the insolvency profession and done. See friends, what do you mean by cooperation? The first and foremost step is there should be a provision, the process of removal of RP. That is very important. The RP is just removed at will and another RP is appointed. So there is nobody to question. That's a very, very serious matter. 22, 27 is there. And they make allegations and remove him. Allegations cannot be maintained in summary proceedings. And you know, the promoters, I give you a lot of instance, promoters keep on filing 12A OTS proposal repeatedly. Every time they know, the banker will tell him. How do you find out? You cannot be confidentially confiding with the committee of creditors. Every committee of financial creditor will have one resolution plan, they will tell them everything. How will you bring all these things into nutshell? So, the whole subject is, there is no definition of the real problem. And the problem should be supported by data. Then only you can find a solution. No doubt, the public sector banker should be held responsible. They get a lot of pension. They get, anytime they will resign, go away. It's like a faceless institution. So you make them responsible, but you have not discussed how you are going to make them responsible. It is more simple, general statements. It's like every day morning you get up and do exercises, eat less, pray, and like that they are talking. How will you regulate the bankers? Or this code of ethics or code of conduct is enforceable? Who will enforceable? Who has got the right to enforce it? Then how the litigations will be held? A genuine banker will be there. He is doing job. Then immediately promoters will file cases. The Honorable NCLT will not allow, they will allow as many cases to be handled. They won't charge fine for making. So this is what exactly one can do, we don't know. They know for sure whatever they make it, people will accept it, and they are interested, the IBBI interested, yeah, parliamentary committee has found some mistakes, so we are ready and we are going to, we have done the job, that's all. And they will tell the finance minister, oh, we have done a lot of work immediately. The finance ministry or the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, they are not making these fellows accountable. They will just say we are the greatest persons. Everything, till date they were telling us in the papers, IBC is working very well. After losing so many lakhs of crores to the nation, then they are telling this is better legislation than SURFACE DRT. And they never understood the problem. There is no adjudication, monitoring mechanism for adjudicating authorities. You understand? Even the judges are adjourning the cases, and I can give you some cases which are adjourned for 20 to 30 terms. Every time adjournment about 6 minutes is spent, 120 minutes wasted. The productivity of the time. They should do scientific research in these areas, and absolutely we are not able to understand what is this committee of creditors you want to control. They are telling whether bank guarantee to be accepted. You just have to laugh at them. The resolution plan will come, and then we have find bank guarantee, everybody is printing. Most of the people give a forged bank guarantee. Everything is forged here. There is a mechanism, legal councils to fight for the forged people, and you are not addressing all these things. And this particular thing, if you make regulated, how much litigation that can take? Litigation anybody can go. And that part you are not understood. It is proposed to provide the regulations that in case LGBG is invoked by the beneficiary during the CIRP, the issuer shall be eligible to submit its claim to the resolution professional. This is, when you are talking about some macro level, after the parliamentary standing committee has found the failure, how are you going to make it work? Where is the data? This is a research based work, they don't have anything. And anyway, I am planning to send this to the Ministry of Finance and also to the Supreme Court and others. It's quite simple. First step is make sure that the right person appointed to revive the company has got a rightful experience. Point number one. Point number two, the resolution professional is paid good money, good remuneration, and then allow him to function in business parallels, and his remuneration should also be linked to revival of the company. That is like liquidation table methods. And these bankers will have to be public sector bankers, private sector bankers, asset restructuring companies. They really take the best of the resolution professionals and make sure there is no litigation and take the money. Pakka. It is the public sector bankers who think that it is not their money. This is the problem. So much of bureaucracy, and that's all. So you address that problem. Make that chairman, how did they give? Let us have a forensic audit on the bankers. How they gave the money. Second, the banker who is representing the bankers is a person with business knowledge. Let them appoint a person experienced in business to guide them. And give some powers. You won't give sweeping powers to remove the resolution professional. And IBBI should participate, not by just asking for some information and then attacking the resolution professionals. First, you have to replace this IBBI with people, operational levels. Legal team separate, operational team separate. This is the working. We will take the part 3 now.